My friends, it's Tack, back with another blade. Today this was a highly requested blade. This is the Schrade SCHF 9. Now I think this is the same guy that designed the SCHF 42 and the 42D. And I like that one a lot. So we'll go over the technical specs. Overall length, 12.1 inch. Blade length is 6.4 inch. The weight is 15.7 ounces. The steel is 1095 carbon steel. And the handle scales are made of TPE. Retail is $62 and you can usually find it for around 40. Go over the sheath it comes with. Black nylon, Velcro for the belt loop. I always like that. Got some, I don't know, some like molly option stuff there. A little bit of rope down there as well. Little pocket in the front. Nothing in it, but that's cool. They give you that little option. It is held in with a snap retention. And the nylon sheath has a plastic insert. Almost forgot to check for rattle. Just a tiny, tiny bit. That's it. Take a closer look at this thing. Full tang construction. Here's your TPE handles for you. Lanyard hole. A little bit of jimping there. It's nice it doesn't protrude too much. The only thing I'm thinking is that metal does stick out of the TPE a little bit, just in a couple spots. So that might be a hot spot, I'm not sure. Forward choil. The blade is sweet. I love recurves. Drop point, partial flat grind. And this looks to be at least 3/16 of an inch thick. It's pretty damn thick. So let's try this out. Initial sharpness time. Use the forward choke up. See how this goes. Just for some nice controlled push cuts. Try it in all different spots. I'm not sure of the wood. I think it's a hardwood. It's a maple or something. So this is a really wide blade. The bevel is perfect. But man, look at that tip. That is very stout. So it's probably not going to stab that great, but it's going to be strong as hell. So it's kind of a trade-off. Yeah, so far so good. Seems pretty sharp. Okay, I'm going to do some full... See how this recurve works. Yeah, it's not the sharpest Schrade I've used, but definitely sharp enough to get the job done.
So now I'm gonna do some push cuts. Oh, it's pretty thick.
Yeah.
Blade.
Well, that and it's a hardwood we're doing it on, but still, it's a very thick geometry. But it's still pretty sharp.
Seems to be, you know, biting in pretty good.
I'll try some full swipe ones. Just back off from the camera a little bit. I don't want you smacking the shit out of it. Hold on, before you keep going, I gotta show her how to do this stuff. Be down here like this, like I was, and just whoosh, whoosh. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Be under control. I don't want you hurting your bad self. Give it a whirl. No, no.
Oh,
get your hand away from there. Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay. Say, we're all learning, right? Yeah. So it is working for you. How's that handle? Is it hurting? Is it big? It
that jimping hurts a little bit.
Feels kind of big for me. Just the palm swell is a little bit big. But you think it's good?
It's pretty heavy.
It is a heavy blade. Try some hammer stabs. Stabbing in pretty decent. A tiny bit of shock, not just a little bit, just a hint of it. Let me take my glove off. This way I can feel everything. Yeah, I can feel the shock more. It's not too bad. I almost think it's because that metal protrudes outside the TPE a little bit. But I could be wrong.
My turn?
Yes, your turn. Miss Tack's turn.
I like stabbing.
I like stabbing too. I said that in my last video.
Ooh, ew.
Get a bug in the face?
No, the wood's wet and I think a chunk hit me in the face.
Yeah, that's what she said. So how's it feeling? Okay or bad? It hurts a little bit.
It hurts a little bit. Yeah. Like you said, where the metal protrudes from the TPE?
Yeah. A little bit of a hot spot there. And Miss Tack's going to try out the chopping capability. This is a pretty dead piece of wood. That's doing something. Oh, she's going to two-hand it? That would have been cute.
Whoa.
Deflection. Getting shocked. What's going on?
No shock. I think the weight of the blade is a big advantage.
That's cool.
My aim sucks. I'm sorry, guys.
My turn to try out the chopping, see how this goes. I'm gonna give it some 3-finger action. That's what she said. It actually hit pretty damn hard. Little bit of a hot spot right here just because it flares out a little bit, but it's not bad. Only when let me try a regular grip. You definitely don't have as much power, but now I'm not feeling that hot spot. Gotta make sure I don't hit you guys. Nice. Well, I usually don't like doing this, but we're gonna do a little bit of tip testing. Take this bark off so you can see what's going on. Yeah, I don't usually like doing this, but this, ooh, the tip is very stout. Take a look. Totally straight. Now we'll try some batoning. Here's a decent sized piece. Actually, probably the biggest piece you're gonna want to do with this knife. Okay, let's do it. Wow. Wow, that was easy. That was really easy, actually. Wow. I think it's that geometry. That was such a wide blade. A little bit bigger piece, as you can see. Yeah, there's not gonna be much room. Let's give it a try, though. This is a different kind of wood, too. Still no problem. No shock. It's going good.
Okay. So now it's my turn to baton. And this is my favorite part. Yay! It's doing pretty good. I don't feel any shock.
Not bad. Man, the geometry seems like it works really well.
Another piece. Oh boy. Let's do it.
Wow.
Damn!
Yeah, pretty nice. So there you go, friends. There's the Schf 9. Miss Tack, what'd you think? Would you recommend this blade for the $40?
I would recommend this blade for the $40. It didn't fail in any way. It did pretty much everything pretty decent. The weight of the blade definitely helped with the chopping. It friggin' soared through the batoning test, which is my favorite part anyway. But I am not a fan of the metal that protrudes from the TPE handle. That does hurt my hands.
So you like the blade, the handle's a little bit of a downfall for you, just from the metal protruding. Okay.
Yes.
Now for me, recommend it, 40 bucks? Totally. Come on, it's under 50 bucks and it does everything you ask it to. I'm kind of with her about the metal protruding, but I also don't like how wide this flares out. That's a little bit wide. And I wear a medium to large glove, and that's a little bit big for me even. So if you got medium, small hands, I think this is going to be a little bit on the big side. Well, you can wear girl gloves. You didn't think that was too big? I'm surprised. I thought it was too chunky.
Maybe I don't know. I didn't notice that.
Really?
Maybe that's because I was just concentrating on where the metal was getting me.
Hey, whatever. But there you go. So 1 to 10, Miss Tack. What do you think? A 5 is passable. It's like normal. It's BIP level.
I'm going to give it a 6 because the only thing I didn't like was that it hurt my hand.
Mm-hmm.
The blade, anything like that I didn't have downfall with that. There was no real shock using the knife either, which is huge. It's just, maybe if I wore gloves like you did, I wouldn't have noticed the metal as much.
True, I wore gloves most time. Let's go down and stuff like that. 1 to 10 for me. The geometry is a little wacky for chopping. It's a little too broad. For batoning, it was like perfect. It batons like a mofo. The chopping, if you just tweak that edge a little bit, I think it'll be just fine. But 1 to 10, I'd probably give it probably a 6.5. There you go, friends. Thanks for hanging out with me and Miss Tack. And until the next time we meet.